Hey guys, Tyler Gamer here. I know I promised a PLS deck profile a while back, and I'm sorry I didn't, keep my promise, but here I am doing one. This is Blackluster Soldier Invoked Kaiju. I can still say that it's in the progress, but this is what I accomplished with it so far. And I got some of the cards that I needed, so I was just really excited and got it all together for you. Well, not all together, but it's still somewhat to an idea. This is pretty much a start to a finish. So let's just get this over here. And you like my $100 token? Huh? Anyone? Anyone? I like it. It's $100. Okay, let's get this fun things over with. Obviously, for starters, you gotta play that big old BLS Super Soldier Ultimate Rare. He is extremely good in the deck. He's pretty much the reason why you OTK. Because once you attack your opponent's monster, while they're in attack position, it is destroyed and sent to the graveyard and all that. You deal an automatic 3,000 to them. Yeah. And if this card dies and is sent to the graveyard, sorry about my coughing, it's just seasonal. You get to summon out Gaia, the Fierce Knight, or a Gaia monster. But in this version, I don't play Gaia because it's just too bricky. I've tried it. I've tried solutions around Gaia. I've tried, with Gaia, and try to make it so it can work around Gaia. It just hasn't worked, so you just play BLS, the Super Soldier. That's pretty much it. Next, for a Kaiju engine, play one Doggeran into the Mothra. But one of my friends took a Gamma Seal from me and forgot to give it back, so I just kind of threw this in there. Be honest, I kind of think it balances out a little bit. Because you get to have 2 Gardalas on field, and then when you have, that big booty BLS on board, and you have a 20, and hey, let's just say that you have one, they have one. See what I mean? Because, boom, 3,000. Boom. Come on. But, to be honest, you'd rather have him on board. But you're probably going to be like, why aren't you playing 2? Why would I play 2? There's only one Godzilla. Come on. That's not real, too. A lot of the fans in that community. And yes, Kaijus I still think are relevant, even in this present day format. So let's go on to the other part. I play 3 Alistair. This card you would usually get in your hand, I believe, probably 7 times out of 10. Yeah, this card's great. You search out your invocation, you get out Mechaba, you get out whatever you need on board. My only problem with this is trying to go to with other types of the invoked monsters, let's just say the dragon. But luckily I have put cards in here, so it can make it work. And yeah, you're gonna find out real soon. But Alistair is amazing. It boosts up your monsters. It makes Mechaba 35. It makes Elysium 42. You get the idea. Great card. Now to one of my favorite parts. I play 3 Beginning Night, and I play 2 Evening Twilight at Night. Reason why I play 2 Evening Twilight at Night is if I play a third one, then it would be too bricky, too many darks in the deck, and so on. But these two, if you use them in a ritual, oh my goodness, your BLS could, like... There's a reason why you can only special summon one a turn. And it's these guys. These are practically the reason why BLS can be special summoned once per turn. Sorry, cameraman's dying if you heard that. Good job. What Beginning Night does is, when he obviously used in a ritual, what he can do is, and yes, BLS does get both effects. Trust me, it works, and I love it. Like I said, they're the reason why he can only be special summoned once per turn. Beginning Night banishes monster from field. Well, your opponent's monster, obviously. And it's pretty much like the Envoy Beginning. If it destroys a monster by like attacking or whatever, you can attack again. That's why BLS is so like good in this deck. And now Evening Twilight Night, the brother. What this one does is it banishes from hand until your opponent's end phase. And I say end phase, and I'm going to say face down. Well, it does say it on here, but it's face down until the end phase. And that can actually be really good for you. Like, if you're playing up against Spirals, you just get rid of their, like, let's just say their resort, or anything like that. Anything that they need. So you have a slightly, I'm just going to say slightly more advantage against them. So yeah, 3 Beginning Night, 2 Evening Twilight Night. Come here. And it wouldn't be a ritual deck without 3 Manju. Like, come on, that's pretty common sense right there. Manju is pretty good in the deck. You want to see him as much as possible, but sometimes I will admit you don't want to see him as much as possible. Because sometimes you would already have what you need in hand, or you'd have Alistair in Beginning Night, Synthesis, and BLS already in hand, or something like that. But if you want, you can play Manju at 2. But I prefer Manju at 3, because it's just something for just in case that I need to get something for BLS to get them out. Like, my main purpose of, you know, BLS Kaiju Invoked, or Invoked BLS Kaiju, whatever you want to call it, is to get out BLS. And then you get out, like, something like Mechaba, or something like that. Even Kaliga. Kaliga is actually kind of useful in this deck. I like to use it. But I'm going to go more about that later. So yeah, Manju searches out your BLS, your Synthesis, and your Super Soldier Ritual. I love Manju. I play 1 Denko Sekka and 1 Photon. I play Photon just for the free special summon if I know that I can't get into, like, you know, BLS or, you know, BLS or Mechaba or any invoked. I can just go into an Exceed summon. It's kind of obvious with Denko Sekka. I personally love this card just because it's a level 4 light and it works with Synthesis. So yeah, this card helps out so much, especially against Paleo. Once I play that card, Paleo don't know what to do. Unless they just have frogs in hand and then you're like, oh no. Oh yeah, that jazz. Jazz! Now on to the spells. Well, the field spells. I play 2 Gateway to Chaos. And I play 2 Magical Meltdown. Oh my goodness gracious, they want to go everywhere. This card searches out your BLS. And when a monster is sent from field or hand to graveyard, it gains 1 counter, and when you get the 3 during your turn, or like It's getting counters during either player's turn. Trust me. That's simple common sense right there. But when it gets to 3 counters, you search out for Synthesis or Super Soldier Ritual, and then add that to your hand. And it's just I think it's a great card. This card right here helps with some plays. Searches out Alistair, and it also protects your Mechaba, your Elysium, your Kaliga. Well, I can say to a certain opponent. Oh yeah, the Jazz. Ooh, bring it home, boys. Sorry, I'm dying too. Not only the camera guy's dying, I'm dying. Let's see, he gave me that poop. I think the Jazz is going to cure us. Even though I'm not really a Jazz fan, but whatever. Okay, back on topic. 2 Gateway. 2 Magical Meltdown. If you want, you can even, I would, literally, if you wanted to, you can play either 3 Gateway or just 3 Magical Meltdown. So, yeah. I play 1 set rotation. Yes, because of the ban list and all that. And I also play 2 terraforming. I don't have to explain set rotation or the terraformings, but I can explain this. It is great to have field spells in hand. I'm not gonna, I can't pressure it enough. You need field spells in your hand to play at least most of the time. And I mean most of the time. Set rotation's good. So is the double terraforming. That Jazz is getting to me, man. Oh, it's over. I play 3 Super Soldier Synthesis. And I play the 1 Super Soldier Ritual. In a older BLS build, with just BLS, nothing else, I'd play this set too. But there's a whole reason why I play this set. One, it can be bricky. 2, there's not really enough space for me to be playing it. But I managed to play it at 1. And I think it's best at 1. If you want to play 2, and if you think that's great, that's your own personal preference. If it works for you at 2, it works for you at 2. But right now, it works for me at 1. What Synthesis does, this, oh my god. I'm actually kind of angry that this card is at, once per turn. I just want to keep on playing this ritual spell many times over. Because it helps. It gets you that big booty BLS with both mini knights. And oh my goodness, it works. And plus the other reason is why I play this at 1 is you don't really get to draw into both mini knights very often. So I was like, okay, 3 of this, 1 of this. It worked out pretty much fine for me. This is you send 1. I would say 1 level 4, but if you wanted to, 1 level 1 and then Gaia, something like that. But just as long as it adds up to 8, it's fine. Okay, you send 1 beginning night, or 1 evening twilight night, or to the graveyard from your hand. Then you send a beginning night or evening twilight night from your
deck.
Shut up. Cameraman's not supposed to speak!
Well, I'm trying to help you out.
Does it look like a camera?
Yes.
No. Even though I talk crap to the cameraman, he knows I'm kidding. So there's there's only love. There's love and hatred. Mostly hatred. Shut up.
No.
Alright. From your deck, like what he said. My voice cracked. Oh my goodness. From the deck to the graveyard. And then you summon up that big booty BLS from hand or grave. Hand or grave. There's a reason why this card's at 3. Well, why I play at 3 and why I play this at 2. Sure, this has the graveyard effect to banish this 1 light and 1 dark. But seemingly you're already banishing enough as it is from the graveyard. I'd probably just play it at 1. So, yeah. I play 1 Invocation for a whole reason, just because it recycles itself. And I play 1 The Book of the Law. This helps get out the dragon one. Right now, because, like I said, my friend borrowed my Gameciel and left it at home. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to it. But then again, you guys are probably like, well, why didn't you just wait a little bit longer and constantly remind him? Hey, I do what I want. What Invocation does is, if I, like, normal summon an Alistair, I search out for this. And then, I activate this, banish 1 light from my graveyard, or just, like, 1 tribute, like light and all that, from my graveyard, or your graveyard. And I will say, or your graveyard. And that Alistair, to summon out, let's just say, a Mechaba. And then when this hits graveyard, I add Alistair back to hand, this goes back in the deck. This is pretty much like switching out. That's all I gotta say. It's like, hey, switch out, but you go to grave and I'll just take over for you. What this card does is, it retires, let's just say, your Purgatrio for a Mechaba. That's pretty much all it does. Or it just helps you out with plays, OTK, pretty much whatever. This card's good too, but I also do play it at 1. I do play the 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber because it's board destruction. Literally, it's board destruction. I get out a Kaiju that I want, and I give you a Kaiju that I don't want. So yeah. It also searches out other Kaijus while it's in grave by banishing itself. Here's another board destruction. I play 1 Dark Hole. Yeah, it kind of screws over spirals a little bit. Except for Sleeper when they add, you know, the last resort. Dark Hole's great, you know. Board light. I play 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Because 1, it's at 1, and the other reason, I get to search out a Evening Twilight, Beginning Night. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'd play this at 1. For draw power, I play 2 Trade-In and 1 Wonderwand. There's a reason why I only play 1 Wonderwand. Usually people play 2. I have a feeling that, well, I know that playing 2 Wonderwand is too bricky and you won't really get too much out. Trust me, I've tried that and I've had the worst of luck with just 2 Wonderwand. So I was like, yeah, I'll just bring this down to 2, and it worked. It worked out well for me. So yeah, Trade-In help out, get rid of BLS, send him to grave, and then you synthesis him back, and your opponents get kind of confused. Now onto the traps. I don't play very many traps in this deck. I just play 1 Strike, 2 Storming. That's pretty much it. Like, in the main deck. Strike, you know, get out of here. What's your face? I don't care. Kind of same thing, these two, but when they attack. Now let's go on to the extra deck. Here's like the only extra deck card you need right now. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Oh yeah. Me giving the beating. It's my $100 token. I love this token. I'm kind of angry I didn't put it right here for the whole video. Whatever. We're going to start off with the Invoke monsters. I play one Elysium. For one reason, it's a beat stick. And plus, the next turn I can go into my Mechaba, which I do play 2 of. I actually really do like to rely on Mechaba a lot, because he's a negate and banish. That, and he helps put knights in my graveyard for me to banish and all of that. So yeah. There's a reason why I play him at 2, because I think 3 is kind of too much, and I never really get out 3 within the same game. I play Megalancia in case I need to banish that BLS. I play him at 1 because that's pretty much what I need to do. Is only play him at 1, and then I get out another BLS. I'm like, okay, boop. I play Purgatrio. He is a board wipe of like itself. But just as long as there's like enough cards on the field. I also play the Dragon. Raging, you know, troll a little bit. And then Kliga. Kliga is actually pretty good in this deck, but I don't like to use it very often. For like reasons of my own. that I can't put into words. Because 1, I can only attack once, and 2, I can only activate 1 effect. But if you have BLS on board, why would you care? Like, you're just attacking for like 6,000, hopefully 6,000, and then, yeah, you're pretty much good. And that's it for the Invoke monsters, so I pretty much have all of them. So yeah. I play Tsukiyomi, Castel, and Giant Hand. Giant Hand negates. Tsukiyomi puts BLS in my graveyard and all that. Castel gets rid of the problem. That's pretty much it. And plus Mechaba. Only reason. Like, bonus. You thought I'm done already? This video is different. I actually have a side deck. We're gonna start off the monsters. I'm actually kind of playtesting this monster a little bit. I just play the 1 sleeper. In case you have like a brick hand, you just set this down, flip summon, and then summon out, you know, like beginning night, even twilight night, or something higher. And then next turn you just go into other plays. So right now I'm just kind of playtesting her. Like I said, this is a start to finish deck. It's not completely done. And yes, I do have 2 more Danko seconds to put into the deck. There's a reason why I decide not to put all 3 in. I think 1 Danko Seka is good enough to have in the main deck. Sure, it's a light level 4, but I can't special summon her, and then I need to normal summon Alistair and Mandrew as much as possible in this deck. That's why I only play 1 of her in the main deck, and I side 2. But if it comes to it, I will put both of these in. Just because they're good, and that's pretty much it for the monsters. Now onto the spells, which is kind of, well, yeah. I play the double Cyclone. Well, yeah, double Cosmic Cyclone. Card's broken. It works. You know what? Like, if you know what this card does, good for you. Yeah, you pay 1,000 negate and banish spell trap. I play one foolish, you know, just to get him, you know, whatever. Whatever I believe your situation is. Like, you send BLS to grave and then you synthesis. Like, it's actually a little bit more broken than you think. Or you send a beginning night and then you Alistair and then, yeah. I think you guys get the idea. And I threw in another terraforming. Just because, like I said, you need field spells. Trust me when I say that. It definitely helps out more. I do have to cite in the, I also have the Book of the Law as a side in. Sure, the card's good, but there's a reason why I play it at 1 in the main deck. But if you want to play it at 2, that's up to you. But I'd rather have this as a side, as an option. So yeah, now we're just gonna roll right into the traps. 2-dimensional prison. You know, to like get rid of things, banish stuff. Pretty much the only reason why I'm there. That and I just wanted to meme a little. Something for True Draco, in case I ever come across him. Master Restrict. What masterpiece, right guys? Ha 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 ha, I'm funny. Subscribe, ha ha. And last but not least, definitely not least, 2-dimensional barrier. Kind of goes over pendulums, rituals, whatever. And plus I kind of have it in there in case I ever do meet another BLS player. Which I really haven't yet. It's kind of annoying being, you know, the only one. And, you know, Dimensional Barrier, I'm actually really happy that this and Cyclone became a common. Made it affordable, easy to get, so everybody can have fun. And everybody cannot have fun. It's pretty much a win-lose situation. So, yeah. That's pretty much the whole deck. So, yeah, if you guys have any deck suggestions, which I'm probably not going to be able to do, ha ha ha, silly people, but I will try my best to do, just leave a comment down below, anything like that. And I remember my last BLS video, it like shot up. I was like, holy crap, I'm famous for like 10 days. Dab, I guess, I don't know. I don't even know if dabbing is still relevant. Well, yeah, $100 token, best card in the game right now. There's a reason why it's $100, I ain't gonna tell you. Well, this has been my invoked BLS Kaiju deck profile, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.